Hello lovely viewers, and welcome to my The Bold and the Beautiful News official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, nothing will prepare fans for the bullet-ridden, tear-soaked, truth-exploding mayhem coming your way. Just when you thought things couldn't get more unhinged, Luna Nozawa, once the sweet, soft-spoken new face at Forrester, spirals into total emotional collapse. But what really sends her over the edge? And what in the world leads Steffy Forrester and Sheila Carter, yes, that Sheila, to team up for one jaw-dropping moment that will echo through Los Angeles forever? Take the gun from her. Those were Steffy's words, and a scream heard around the world as Luna stood trembling, gun in hand, wild-eyed and unrecognizable. What followed was a violent scramble, a mother's last stand, and the shocking unity of enemies turned allies. Keep reading, because what you're about to learn will change how you see every character involved. The moment everything snapped, 5,000 words. Luna had been on edge for weeks. Betrayal, heartbreak, and a public takedown at Forrester had pushed her to the brink. The final straw? A series of texts she intercepted between Will Spencer and Steffy, forging a deadly misunderstanding. In Luna's unraveling mind, Steffy was stealing everything from her: love, career, and legacy. On July 7's explosive episode, Luna showed up at the Cliff House. In her hand? A loaded handgun she stole from Bill Spencer's safe. The confrontation began quietly, with Luna asking to speak to Steffy alone. Finn, unaware of the danger, stepped out with haste for ice cream. That decision may haunt him for the rest of his life. Steffy tried to reason with Luna, not realizing the weight of the weapon in her purse. But when Luna pulled it out and shouted, "You took him from me," Steffy knew this was no longer just a girl in pain. This was a girl ready to destroy everything. The unlikely heroine returns, 5,000 words. Enter Sheila Carter. Yes, Sheila. Recently released on a controversial technicality, thanks, Bill, she'd been lurking in the shadows, hoping to earn redemption through her son Finn. But nothing could have prepared her for what she walked into at that moment: her former enemy in danger, and her grandson's life hanging by a thread. Sheila burst through the unlocked sliding glass door, coming face to face with Luna and the glinting metal in her hand. For a moment, it felt like déjà vu. Guns. Screaming. Chaos. Sheila knew this road all too well. Take the gun from her. Steffy screamed, eyes locked on Sheila. And for one surreal moment, the two locked eyes, no hatred, no blame. Just urgency. Without hesitation, Sheila lunged, throwing herself between Luna and Steffy. The struggle for the gun. The next 60 seconds will go down in bold and beautiful history. Luna fired one shot. Sheila screamed but didn't stop. Steffy tackled Luna to the floor. The gun clattered across the room, but Luna reached for it again. That's when Sheila, bleeding, grabbed Luna's wrist. It was an all-out physical struggle, with Steffy holding Luna's other arm. "You don't want to do this." Steffy sobbed. "You're not this person." Luna screamed back, "You made me this person." But finally, it was Sheila who yanked the gun free, tossing it into the fireplace just as Baker and the LAPD stormed in. The entire house went silent except for Steffy's breathless cry, "She saved me." Fallout at Forrester. News spreads fast in LA, especially when Sheila Carter is involved. When Rich finds out Sheila saved Steffy, he's furious and confused. Brooke demands that Steffy cut Sheila out completely, but Finn sees it differently. Meanwhile, Luna is arrested, kicking and screaming, begging Will to come save her. He doesn't. At Forrester, Hope breaks down in tears. "We should have seen this coming," she tells Carter. "We pushed her too far." Steffy returns to the office the next day, face bruised and voice hoarse, and delivers a jaw-dropping announcement: "I don't want Luna to go to prison." Rich, Brooke, and even Thomas are stunned. Is Steffy losing her mind, or finally showing true compassion? The hospital vigil. Sheila lies in a hospital bed, pale and unconscious. One bullet grazed her abdomen, but it's the emotional toll that's heavier. Finn sits beside her, holding her hand. I didn't think you had it in you, he whispers. Lee Finnegan bursts in and explodes with rage. You risked your life for her, she screams at Finn. For a murderer? But Finn stands firm. She may be a lot of things, but today, she was a mother. Across the hall, Luna is sedated. Her public defender insists she plead temporary insanity. But Luna, lucid in her heartbreak, says she deserves the punishment. Ridge and Brooks battle over Steffy. Ridge wants Sheila gone, Luna prosecuted, and Steffy in therapy. Brooke, however, thinks something deeper is going on. Don't you see? Brooke tells Ridge. Steffy doesn't want justice. She wants forgiveness. And that terrifies you. This leads to another rift between the iconic couple. Brooke comforts Steffy while Ridge spirals, unsure how to protect his daughter without controlling her. Meanwhile, Thomas returns from Paris and finds Hope emotionally destroyed. I thought you were better than this, she tells him after he sides with Steffy. Hope's bitterness is a storm building on its own. Bill Spencer's guilt. Bill learns that the gun used was his. Luna stole it from his office after an emotional confrontation. He rushes to the station to take responsibility, but it's too late. Katie sees Bill spiraling. You gave Luna too much power, she warns. And now a woman almost died. Bill breaks down. I thought I was protecting her. I didn't realize I was arming her. Later, he visits Sheila in the hospital and whispers, "Thank you for saving Steffy." Sheila's eyes flicker open. That doesn't change who I am, she says. But it might change who you could be, Bill replies. Luna's fate sealed. In court, Luna pleads guilty. Sheila testifies on her behalf. The entire courtroom gasps. She's not a killer, Sheila says. She just needed someone to pull her back. Despite her statement, the judge sentences Luna to a mental health facility for treatment. She looks at Steffy one last time and mouths, "I'm sorry." Steffy nods with tears in her eyes. I know. The redemption arc nobody expected. Sheila's heroism sparks a frenzy. Media headlines scream, Sheila Carter, villain or victor? Ridge can't stomach it. Brooke is cautious. Finn is hopeful. But most surprising of all? Taylor Hayes returns, furious at Steffy's forgiveness. You let her save you? Taylor shouts. Steffy replies, I didn't let her. She chose to. This becomes the central theme for the next few episodes. Can people change? Should they? The end. Or the beginning? In the weeks that follow, everyone is forced to reconsider their relationships. Finn begins writing a book about trauma, inspired by Luna and Sheila. Hope decides to take a sabbatical from Forrester. Thomas proposes, but Hope declines. Brooke and Ridge drift apart as Taylor begins spending more time with him. Sheila is released with an ankle monitor, and Steffy invites her to one therapy session. You saved my life, Steffy tells her. That doesn't erase everything, but it's a start. As for Luna, her fate remains uncertain, but her name is whispered in every room like a ghost. A cautionary tale. A once rising star who burned too bright, too fast. In the final seconds of the July 18th episode, Luna is seen looking out a hospital window, serene, medicated, and silent. A mysterious man enters her room and sets down a briefcase. Are you ready to leave? The bold and the beautiful spoilers tease that Sheila Sharp could do commodity heroic like take Luna Nozawa's lead lozenge to save Steffy Forrester from being shot. Yes, it's a lot to reuse, but all signs allude to that passing, then's what we know so far. Will Sheila gain redemption? Luna allured Steffy to the sand house where she has the schoolteacher tied up. Steffy freaks out when she sees Luna's gun, but someone comes to her deliverance. As this plays out, Taylor Hayes tells Sheila where Steffy and Luna are and she races off to the sand house. Sheila doesn't want anything vile to be to either woman and may end up saving her son, John Finnegan's, woman. Luna must be stopped once there, we prognosticate that Sheila tries to talk Luna out of pulling the detector. That seems weak compared to Luna's abomination for Steffy, and she may have to take indeed more dramatic action. It's possible that Luna fires at Steffy and Sheila dives in front of Steffy just in time to avoid her being shot. Or perhaps Sheila wrests the gun down from Luna and is shot in the process. Is Sheila a goner? Also again, Sheila may be shot unalive, making her an idol. In this case she can go on with her idyllic life with Deacon Sharp in the little room above Il Giardino. What do you suppose, BNB suckers? Is Steffy about to have to be thankful to her monster-in-law for saving her life? We can't suppose of a further absurd script, but there you have it. This move would place Sheila in the circle of redemption in numerous people's eyes and drive some atrocious stories. Will Sheila be ate back? Explosive the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers allude that Finn may see his bio mama in a new light grounded on Sheila's conduct. There's no mistrustfulness she's concerned for Steffy, as proven by her attempt to cock her off about Luna. Tell us, BNB suckers, what do you see passing coming to Sheila? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers are in for Monday, July 7, 2025. Suckers can anticipate to see who gets shot by Luna Nozawa's gun. Meanwhile, Lee Finnegan shares a surprising perspective with John Finnegan. Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming up in the CBS cleaner pieces. Sheila Carter Sharp's deliverance mission. Let's launch off with Sheila Carter Sharp, who's determined to stop Luna and save Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Once Sheila realized that Luna was going to use her gun on Steffy, she ran to the precipice house. Taylor Hayes could have offered to communicate Steffy or encouraged Sheila to call the police. Rather, she assumed Sheila was lying about Steffy being in peril. Taylor might end up lamenting not taking action. Shooting victim Sheila got to the art class just as Luna was pointing a gun at Steffy. The reformed villain will do what she can to get Luna to put the gun down. However, there might not be any way to stop Luna now. The nanosecond she puts that gun down, she's going to end up in bind. Luna might feel that there's nothing left to lose, so she could fight to the death. There will be a firing victim, but who'll it be? Could Luna get shot while floundering with Granny for the gun? Could Luna accidentally shoot Sheila? Could Steffy get shot, or will someone additional burst through the door and end up a victim? Lee Finnegan's perspective. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, July 7 reveal that Finn will still be at the sanitarium talking to his mama. Lee intruded a converse between Finn and Grace Buckingham. Subsequently, Lee and Finn bandied Luna. As they talk about the situation, Lee will bring up a surprising perspective. Perhaps Lee will admit that no child with Luna's parenting could produce a decent person? Maybe Lee knows that Finn's influence would have made a positive difference in Luna's life. In any case, it's a complicated situation. Monday, July 7, 2025. There's also the situation with Liam Spencer. The man still hasn't told people that he's dying. At the veritably least, Bill Spencer, Wyatt Spencer, and Will Spencer earn to say farewell while they still can, so stay tuned. Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most on Monday, July 7, 2025? Partake your studies in the comment section below. Keep watching The Cleaner on CBS or Paramount to find out what happens next. The Daily. The Bold and the Beautiful must-watch moments for July 7th to 11th tease the week ahead features Finn's surprise at Lee's take on Luna, and latterly, notoriety doesn't survive being shot. Plus, Carter promises hope he'll be a good stepdad. Tune in coming week so you can catch all of the dramatic moments in Los Angeles. Finn is surprised by Lee's take on Luna. Someone gets shot during Luna's satanic scheme. But who's it? Luna, Sheila, or Steffy? Tuesday, July 8, 2025. Steffy is shocked to hear what Luna reveals and also what she does next. Steffy's loved bones are each hot on Luna's tail. Luna's plan goes amiss, and further people go down. Carter promises hope that he'll be a good stepdad, but that Liam should stay involved as long as he can. Lee, Grace, and Bridget get to work in surgery as 3 people have been shot. Thursday, July 10, Poppy stands forcefully in her statement, which astonishes Lee. Bill understands why everyone is angry at him, but all he wants to do is see Liam. Got a red-hot proposition about your favorite cleaner plot? Dispatch. You read that right, The Bold and the Beautiful fans, in a twist nobody saw coming, except maybe Taylor Hayes, The woman we all love to fear, Sheila Carter Sharp, might have just sacrificed her life to save the very person who once tried to take hers. Get ready for an absolutely wild ride because Sheila could have just rewritten her legacy, with blood. What started as a showdown between Luna Nozawa and Steffy Forrester turned into one of the most heart-stopping, bullet-flying, tear-soaked scenes in B&B history. This article script breaks down everything you need to know about Sheila's heroic turn, Luna's total meltdown, Steffy's moment of terror, and the fallout that's going to shake every Forrester, Logan, and Spencer to their core. Let's dive in, you won't believe how this unfolds. Luna lures Steffy, the trap sprung. It all began with Luna's rage bubbling over. After weeks of isolation, manipulation, and mental decline, Luna snapped, big time. She lured Steffy to the beach house under false pretenses, saying she had something urgent about Finn. But when Steffy walked through that door, it wasn't Finn she saw, it was a bound art teacher in the corner and a loaded gun in Luna's shaking hand. Steffy tried to talk Luna down. But Luna was past talking. And that's when Taylor made a call that could have changed everything. Taylor's regret, a mother's instinct fails. When Sheila burst into Taylor's office and frantically warned her that Luna had snapped, that she was armed and dangerous, Taylor froze. She didn't believe her. After all, this was Sheila Carter. Queen of manipulation. Duchess of disaster. But what if, this time, she wasn't lying? Taylor will never forgive herself for not calling the cops or Steffy. And when news hits that someone has been shot at the beach house, she'll crumble. Sheila's race against time, one last chance to make it right. Say what you will about Sheila Carter, but this time, she ran toward the danger. Not away from it. She sped across town in Deacon's car like a woman possessed, dodging traffic, desperate to save her son's wife, a woman who once tried to have her locked up forever. Sheila knew that if Luna pulled that trigger, not only would Steffy die, but so would any hope she had of proving she's changed. This wasn't about redemption points. This was about doing the right thing, even if it meant dying. Gunshot at the beach, who got hit? Steffy's voice cracked as she begged Luna to think about Finn. About what this would do to him. About Hayes. But Luna was spiraling. She waved the gun. She shouted. She cried. Then, she pulled the trigger. And in that exact second, Sheila Carter flung herself between Luna and Steffy. Boom. A single gunshot. Then screaming. Steffy collapsed to the ground, not from a wound, but from shock. Because Sheila had just taken the bullet. Who lives, who dies? Paramedics arrived within minutes. The bullet had lodged near Sheila's ribs, but missed her heart by an inch. Luna was dragged out in cuffs, hysterical and sobbing. And Steffy? She couldn't speak. She couldn't believe what just happened. Her mother-in-law, her monster-in-law, had saved her life. Back at the hospital, Finn collapsed to his knees when he saw Sheila being wheeled in. "Mom," he whispered. Sheila's fingers twitched. She was alive, but barely. Finn's heartbreak, a son torn in two. Finn always knew he had a complicated relationship with Sheila. Love. Hate. Fear. Confusion. But watching her lay unconscious after saving his wife? That shattered everything he thought he knew. Lee tried to reason with him, reminding him of Sheila's crimes. But Grace Buckingham had a different take. Sometimes even devils have hearts, she said. And for once, maybe she's right. The town reacts, shock, disbelief, and reckoning. News spread fast. Brooke was stunned. Ridge couldn't believe it. Bill and Wyatt shared a whiskey in stunned silence. And Hope? She just hugged Steffy and cried. Even Carter paused his wedding planning with Hope to check in with Finn and offer his support. But no one reacted harder than Taylor. She broke down, sobbing to Ridge, "I didn't believe her. I let my daughter walk into danger. Sheila saved her. Redemption or manipulation?" The debate begins. Now comes the question, can Sheila ever be redeemed? She's done the unthinkable, in a good way this time. But will LA ever let her forget the bad? Deacon sits by her hospital bed every night, holding her hand, whispering that everything will be okay. But even he knows, the city isn't ready to forgive Sheila Carter. Yet. Luna's fate, prison, psych ward, or something worse? Luna's fate is sealed. Or is it? After being deemed mentally unfit during her arraignment, she's headed for a psychiatric evaluation. But her confession is damning. She admits to everything, the kidnapping, the gun, the threats. Still, some fans think she might escape justice, again. Poppy begs Bill to pull strings. Lee wants her committed for life. And Steffy? She just wants Luna to disappear forever. Monday, July 7th, the episode that changed everything. CBS aired what might go down as the bold and the beautiful's most explosive episode in years. The gunshot. The blood. The rescue. The gasp from Steffy. The mom, from Finn. The stunned silence that followed. It's a moment BNB fans will never forget, the day Sheila Carter became a hero. The fallout, new beginnings, shattered bonds. Sheila's recovery could spark a new arc of redemption, or bring more chaos if Luna escapes. Taylor's guilt will eat her alive. Steffy and Finn's marriage may strengthen, or unravel. Carter and Hope continue planning their wedding, but Liam's medical crisis hangs in the background. Ridge and Brooke question everything, including whether evil can ever truly be erased. Coming next week, 3 more get shot? You thought this week was wild? Wait for July 8th to 12th. Luna's transport van crashes. Deacon gets threatened. Hope finds out Liam doesn't have much time left. And another showdown erupts, this time involving Sheila's nurse. Yep. You read that right. Sheila Carter. Savior. Martyr. Monster. Mother. No matter what side you're on, one thing's for certain, The Bold and the Beautiful just gave us one of the most jaw-dropping storylines of the decade. So what do you think, fans? Is Sheila really changing? Is Luna a victim or villain? Should Steffy forgive her savior?